Hey guys, welcome to Pierre Haché Music, and today I'm going to give you 5 more essential practice tips for guitar or ukulele, so be sure to stay tuned. So if you're new here, as always, be sure to subscribe down below, click the thumbs up, and click the bell icon because there's more great tips on the way. I really appreciate the support, and you want to stay tuned because there's lots of value coming up in this video and in future videos. My first practice tip for today is to start with one strum when it comes to chord transitions. So often we might find ourselves having a little delay between chords or having to pause before we strum on the next chord. But if you can strum through a song just with one strum and then leaving an even space in between, for example, strum, 2, 3, 4, strum, 2, 3, 4. Can you play the whole song like that? And then 2 strums, then 3 strums, but keeping a steady rhythm. Eventually doing the full strumming pattern. Maybe it's like a down, down, up, down, up kind of song. Well, if you're having trouble with the switches, start with 1, then 2 strums, and that will really, really help to learn the correct movement and staying in time. So that's my first essential practice tip. My second tip for today is to count out loud while you're strumming. This not only prepares you for singing and strumming at the same time, but it also will help to lock down your rhythm and will prevent you from speeding up. So count out loud, whether it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and whichever count fits with the song best, depending on the speed and the style, and then strumming through a simple strumming pattern along with that count out loud. It can be challenging, but again, great exercise for tempo, timing, focus, doing more than one thing at once, and preparing for singing later on. I'll link to a video here with some basic examples of how to count and strum basic rhythms at the same time. If this is new to you, this video will really help. My next essential practice tip, the third one for today, is practice right after you've learned a new concept or the night of or the day after your lesson. So when something is new, whether it's a new chord, a new rhythm, a new finger picking pattern, a new scale, dive right in and practice it that day or the next day. Don't wait, don't push it away. When something is new and fresh, that early practice is really essential to incorporate it, make sure you've internalized it, and will sooner be able to apply it in your playing. So practice new things right away. My fourth practice tip for today is to take the time to film yourself or record yourself. This can be a little scary, a little intimidating at first, but if you take the time to film a 1-minute exercise or one scale or a verse or a chorus from a song, you'll really get a lot out of it. I find some of my students tend to shy away from this, and I understand where they're coming from, but just dive in. Just do it. Trust me, you will get a lot of value out of it. The recordings don't lie. And your perception, if you listen later that day or the next day, will give you a lot of hints and point you in the right direction when it comes to your practice. You will learn about your sound, your tempo, your timing, the feeling you're putting into it. And it will really kind of shine some light on things you may not have been aware of. So take the time, be brave, and record or film yourself. Even if it's just for a small segment of a song or an exercise, dive in and give it a try. Trust me, you'll get a lot out of it. Okay, my last tip for today is a great one. It's to be creative. If you're finding your practice is getting a little stale, you're maybe in a certain rut, only practicing songs and scales, you want to keep things fresh. Be creative with your practice. For example, you could make up a melody, create a melody in the scale that you're practicing, or make up your own chord progression, create something. 3, 4 chords, just make up a combination. You can even make up a new chord. Take a C chord or a D chord and change it a little bit. What if you add a pinky finger there, remove a finger there? You'll come up with new sounds. You could make up a new rhythm or strumming pattern or a new finger picking pattern to apply to your ukulele or guitar chord progressions or songs. So what you choose to practice, how you organize your practice, the practicing itself, that process is an art. And you want to take a second to look at how you practice and keep it fresh, keep it alive. Incorporate some things that are your own creation, or add new things in there. So if things are feeling stale or you're in a certain rut, maybe you feel like you've hit a plateau, keep it fresh, be creative with how you practice, what you practice, or create your own new exercises. So that's my last tip for today. I hope you got some value out of this video. I've been having a lot of fun creating these. My next practice video will actually be a series of ideas of how to make your practice fresh and creative. So stay tuned for that one. Make sure to hit the bell icon down below, subscribe, thumbs up, all that stuff. I really appreciate the support. There's links in the description to my ukulele and guitar playlist, as well as free samples of my books. So please check those out. You can get the full versions on Amazon. I really appreciate the support. There's lots of value there too. Stay tuned for more great guitar and ukulele content. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.